From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. The Prime Minister is rejecting calls to hit back against the U.S. Ontario Premier Doug Ford called for retaliatory tariffs during a speech this week. Prime Minister Mark Carney says Ottawa's larger strategy is focusing on the upcoming review of Canada's free trade agreement with the U.S. and Mexico.
What will make the biggest difference, not just to those sectors, but to all of Ontario, all of Canada, which is where we end up with the review, following the review of the Canada-U.S.-Mexico trade agreement, which is coming very shortly. So the strategy has to take all of that into account and deliver the results.
Carney says now's the time to talk with the Donald Trump White House, not the time to retaliate. Edmonton police have charged a man with second-degree murder in the death of a 14-year-old who disappeared in June. Volunteers have been searching for Samuel Bird for months. Police say his remains have been found in a rural area outside the city. 38-year-old Brian Farrell now faces charges including interfering with a body, aggravated assault, and arson. Ottawa plans to make bail tougher for people accused of a half-dozen violent and organized crime offenses. Prime Minister Mark Carney has announced the government will introduce a criminal justice reform bill next week. It'll target offenses like violent auto theft, break-and-enter, human trafficking, assault and sexual assault, as well as extortion. Escalating strike action by BC's mine inspectors and geoscientists could mean costly delays for one of Ottawa's major projects. Professional Employees Association Executive Director Melissa Moreau says the work stoppage could be a problem for the Red Chris copper and gold mine in northwestern BC.
I hope that our escalation shows government that our members are serious. We've never had this kind of strike before. We're hoping the employer takes note and comes back to the bargaining table and makes a reasonable offer so that we can get a deal.
Her unions joined thousands of striking BC General Employees Union members striking to demand better pay. Canadian Tire's efforts to bring back one of the most enduring signs of Canadiana will also revive a charitable endeavor linked to it. Gord Downey and Cheney Wenjack Fund President Sarah Medanek says net proceeds from the Bay's iconic striped blankets will help grassroots Indigenous organizations.
Canadian Tire has committed to not only donate 100% of net proceeds from the sale of the blankets, like HBC had committed to, but they've also guaranteed to a minimum of $1 million annually to support Oshkiwapuan, which is incredible.
The effort was started by Hudson's Bay in 2022 as an acknowledgement to the blanket's problematic past over its colonial ties. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Toronto Blue Jays are looking to build off last night's offensive explosion as they try to even the American League Championship Series tonight in Seattle. Mariners currently lead the series 2-1. Meantime, the National League Championship Series continues. The Los Angeles Dodgers host the Milwaukee Brewers tonight in Game 3. Goaltender Carter Hart is joining the Vegas Golden Knights. Hart is one of 5 members of Canada's 2018 World Junior Hockey Team, recently acquitted after a sexual assault trial in London, Ontario. He remains suspended by the NHL until the 1st of December. In NHL action tonight, the Montreal Canadiens go after a 4th straight win as they host the Nashville Predators. The Edmonton Oilers continue a swing through New York with a game against the Islanders. Also tonight, Ottawa hosts Seattle, Winnipeg visits Philadelphia, Toronto welcomes the Rangers, and Vancouver's at Dallas. And the Cincinnati Bengals host the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight, kicking off Week 7 of the NFL season. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.